I'm going to tell you first. I'm going to tell you
Yeah.
first my travel story because it represents one of my best angel stories. So a couple of years ago, I flew and I was flying by myself, and I don't like to fly. I was taking a class in Idaho, and the trip there was fine. The whole week before, because I hadn't decided I was going to take the class until a week before. So the whole week before, I'm like, okay, travel angels. And I called upon every single travel angel that would help me. I need everything to go smoothly. I need to make all my connections because it was a last minute flight. So I had to do some dancing around with my connections. I need to find a place to stay. Hadn't even worked that out. And I need you, please help me. And every day I'm like, thank you for helping me. Show them gratitude. Thank you for helping me make this a simple travel because I had never traveled by myself before in that way. And the trip there, oh my gosh, everything clockwork, bing, 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 bing. Made all my connections. Everything was great. Found a place to stay that was within my budget. The class was outside of the town that I was in, but they had a bus. So everything just worked out beautifully. On my way home, it was a different story because it was a Memorial Day. And I get on the plane, and like within minutes of everybody sitting down and getting all settled in, the pilot comes over and says they have an issue with the plane and that we have to wait 45 minutes because the mechanic is off for the day and he has to travel in. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, travel angels, I have a connecting flight in Denver. Please, please, please let me make that connecting flight. And literally, like 2 minutes later, the pilot comes back on. Don't worry about your connecting flight because there's weather in Denver and they've closed down the airport. And it's going to be about 45 minutes before the storm moves through. So I'm like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, travel agents. So we get there. We're actually early because we had a tailwind and there's no ground crew to let us deplane. And the pilot, the pilot gets on. Um, we have another issue. I'm like, okay, travel angels, please help me. I want to make my connecting. You said everything was going to be okay. Okay, I'm just turning it over. I'm giving it over to God. I'm giving it over to you. You're going to work it out. So this is the first time I ever flew first class. So he goes, the co-pilot is going to deplane, and when we're like, wait a minute, there are no steps. He jumped off the plane and rounded up a ground crew. And then as we're deplaning, the pilot goes, everyone who has connections, you need to leave first. Everyone else sit down. So what you saw was just half of the plane sit down. He goes, I have called all of your connections and said, ask for the plane to be held. And then when we're getting off of the plane and into the concourse, they have two incredible angels in the form of employees. They're like, hand me your ticket. We still had paper tickets. Hand me your ticket. Show me your ticket. And they were directing everybody to the concourse that they needed to be on. And I'm like, okay, I'm still not trusting. I was like, okay, everything's working out, but I have trust issues. So I'm like running down the concourse. And I'm not a big runner. And I get to I get to my plane and everybody's waiting. And I'm like, why is everybody waiting? I should be like the last person to get on this plane. And another person in line said, oh, there is a mechanical issue. So we just had to wait. So I'm like, okay, I should have trusted you, angels. Okay, thank you. And I just said thank you again.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
and I made my trip home. I was actually on time. My husband was waiting for me to pick me up from the airport and everything was fine.
Ah, I
I know.
love, love, love that.